third round of the 2017 Formula 2 World Championship, the Grand Prix of Norway in Tonsberg. The 1.5-kilometer racecourse in the middle of the oldest city in Norway is one of the most challenging of the whole season. And also the weather didn't make it any easier. When Norway's Prime Minister Erna Solberg showed up to start off the racing weekend, it started to pour down. Anyway, Solberg waved the green flag and 24 boats were ready to go to prepare for the qualifying later on Saturday. All went well till Johan Österberg, third in the championship so far, found himself upside down in the water after a flip at the end of the long straight. Again, pretty quick was Norwegian Tobias Munterkas, posting the fastest lap in free practice and made sure he would be one to have an eye on in qualifying. Second fastest was world champion Pierre Lundin, followed by championship leader Rashid Al-Khamzi. Already mentioning the heavy rain and thunderstorms hitting Tonsberg on this Saturday, so it was already 8 o'clock in the evening when the first group in Q1 could go into their quick laps. It was no surprise that Al-Khamzi, Lundin, Edin and Munterkas made it easily into Q2. But what was a big surprise was that Edgaras Riabko, second in Kaunas, failed to pre-qualify, as well as Matt Palfreman, David Delpin and Frode Sundstad. So they have to go through the qualifying race on Sunday to fight for the remaining 4 spots on the grid. In Q2, it was Erik Edin who finally found some speed and posted the second fastest time, only beaten by Pierre Lundin, who was just 0.3 of a second faster. Third came Rashid Al-Khamzi, followed by Tobias Munterkas. But instead of seeing the top 6 from Q2 going into Q3 shootout, the final qualifying session was postponed to Sunday morning because it was already too dark. So everybody was ready the next day to have the final qualifying round, the Q3 shootout. With Ola Pettersson and Nick Biesterfeld being the first 2 to enter Q3, they reversed their Q2 positions, with Pettersson gaining the 5th spot on the starting grid, and Biesterfeld will go into the Grand Prix from 6th position. Then it was Tobias Munterkas who went on his 2 fast laps, and indeed, he showed some really fast performance on this 5-pin course in Tonsberg. With 40.05 seconds, he was over 1.3 seconds faster than Pettersson, but still Al-Khamzi, Edin and Pierre Lundin had to come. So Al-Khamzi, the next on track, the championship leader. After 2 laps, 40.17 seconds, he didn't beat Munterkas, but only 1/10 slower. Edin next, last year's second in the championship, now trying to get the performance back from last year. His time after 2 laps, 40.49, and also didn't beat the time of Tobias Munterkas. The Norwegian pilot still on pole. Edin drops back behind Al-Khamzi, and now it's only Pierre Lundin left to challenge Munterkas for pole. Can he make it? The world champion never finished in Q3 in Tonsberg before, and the Swedish pilot is quick. Will it be enough? No. 40.11 seconds. Tobias Munterkas is on pole position for the first time in his Formula 2 career at his home Grand Prix.
I just needed to sink in, and let's see. We do our best, and hopefully we'll be on the top on the podium tonight.
So Pierre Lundin will start from second spot into the Grand Prix, only 600ths slower than Munterkas.
It's the first time for 3 years now I finished the Q3. So no, I'm happy, and it was tight. Tobias did a really nice lap there, and I did what I could.
It will be a pretty close race here in Tonsberg. The top 4 only separated by a little more than half a second. But for now, the pressure is on Munterkas.
It is. We have the pressure, but I hope we can have a nice and clean first lap and take it from there, and we will fight for sure to the end.
En stor applaus til Tobias Munterkas som har best.
The stage is set for the third Formula 2 round of the season, and the starting grid promises an interesting race. So don't miss it and follow F2 on Facebook, YouTube and f2worldchamp.com.